Hi, my name is Luke, and this channel is Polymathy, where I talk about different things that I like to learn. And one of them is the Old English language. And if you also want to learn about Old English, there's no channel that's better to start with than the one called Leornende Eald Englisc, done by my friend and colleague Kevin. And in this channel, Kevin speaks in Old English, he has dialogues in Old English, he has songs in Old English. He explains the best ways to tackle learning this ancient and amazing language. Briefly, what is Old English? Well, Modern English, which of course I'm speaking now, is descended from Middle English, which is famous from, for example, the poetry of Chaucer. And then before that was Old English. Old English is a mix of different languages spoken by Germanic peoples, which came to ancient Britannia, Britain, after the end of the Roman period, after the end of the Roman Empire, around 500 AD. They came from roughly the area of Denmark, northwestern Germany, the Netherlands, and the three main groups of people that came, tribes known as the Angles, the Utes or Jutes, and the Saxons. And they settled in what we now call modern England, more or less. And they spoke very similar languages that fused together in what we call Old English, or perhaps more technically, Anglo-Saxon. In my opinion, as a polyglot, I think it's very important to learn where English comes from and to learn at least a little about the languages that have had very strong influences on the English language. One of my greatest passions, you might know, is Latin. This is my Latin channel, ScorpioMartianus, where I make many videos in Latin, how to learn Latin, how to pronounce Latin, how to speak in Latin, conversations, all sorts of things like that. And Latin had a profound influence on English, mostly in the past few hundred years, as more educated people started to bring lots of vocabulary into English. Another strong influence on English has been French, specifically Middle or Old French, the French spoken by the Normans, such as William the Conqueror, who in 1066 at the Battle of Hastings brought England under the influence of the Normans. The Normans were a combination of Vikings and French from the north of France. So a version of French, different from modern French, was brought into England, but a vast majority of our vocabulary, upwards of perhaps 50% of the words that are in English, are derived from French, and then a great deal more also directly from Latin, and thanks to that, the vehicle of Latin, also ancient Greek. So we have words directly from Latin, indirectly from Latin through French, and the way that Latin grammar works and French grammar works has had an impact on modern English. So I think it's valuable to learn a lot about these languages. But the very core, the root of it, is Anglo-Saxon, Old English. And as I said, if you want to learn about Old English, then you should go to Leornende Eald Englisc, done by Kevin. And it's, again, an amazing channel. He has songs there, which he started doing recently, which are very impressive, stories, dialogues, and lots of great methods to tackle this old and fascinating core of the, well, what is today, the international language. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to his channel, Leornende Eald Englisc. Also subscribe to Polymathy, which is this channel, and to ScorpioMartianus if you want to learn more about Latin. Thanks for watching.
Kairos esti, canare supra lacum. Por mia getum, melius tempus quando nec nuntiat nihil lulli quidem Dei faciat.